All right, my next question is how to start investing in real estate.
I think we've done this one a couple times. I mean, basically, the time to start investing in real estate is when you feel like you have the money to invest. First thing you should do is go talk to your CPA and make sure that's accurate. The investment models differ with everybody, right? Cash investing is by and large still all cash. It's still the largest form of true real estate investment because you're leveraging, cash into usually a reduced sale price. The state of financing, though, has changed so much, and the ability for some lenders to come out and literally say, we'll have you completely approved in 5 days, 7 days for a purchase made with a loan, that competes with cash pretty heavily. So is it possible to do it that way now? Absolutely. That was something to compete with cash, I should say. Absolutely. That was something that wasn't really possible 10 years ago. It's just becoming more possible as we go. And I would say in the last 5 years or so, there's several investors that have several lenders that have kind of really embraced that model. Does that mean you should do it? Not necessarily. That's the whole just because you can, should you? I don't know. Like I said, you need to do some research on it. Look into, again, speaking to a CPA, let them let you know what you can really afford to do, because in many, many, many cases, what we perceive that we can do isn't necessarily what we can do based on the advice of professionals. And that's including a realtor, but in the case of investing, I think the CPA is definitely the first place to go. Some people, though, right now, particularly, it's become popular again to purchase real estate with your 401k because you're worried maybe about the market volatility in the stock market or something like that. And you can purchase a home with a 401k, and there's other models and avenues of doing so. Like I said, the only answer to that, though, is the best time to at least look into it is when you feel like you can afford to do it and then it's an attractive option for your investment portfolio. That's the bottom line.
If someone were to invest right now, what is the worst property they can invest in?
The worst property they can invest in? There's no best or worst, honestly, because, everything depends on, what you're paying, what's your investment, and what is your return. I will say that condos have fallen out of favor with a lot of investors. I imagine that'll change pretty soon too, because a lot of the condos in this area are 20 to 30 years old, and they're going through a transition type period. Most of them are needing new roofs, things like that. They're having to raise their HOA fees because insurance costs are going up, and the fact that they have to replace their roofs, they might not have saved enough money to do so, et cetera, at all. But they're all transitioning through that, and then I think that model will probably be back in the mix in the next couple of years. But right now, the only thing I see my investors shying away from right now is condos. And for that reason, and again, even if you're buying a condo not as an investment, condos are much more inexpensive purchase price than a single family home. That's just the math, but part of that math is the condo association fees. On the other side of that, condo association fees, a lot of them pay for a lot of things that you would have to pay for out of pocket if you were in a single family. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But from a strict investment model, I'm not saying you shouldn't invest in condos. I'm just saying that I've seen my investors drop more off of condos and try to go back into more single family or multifamily, and they're actually willing to pay a little bit more to do that. So that's my answer to that.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to Living in South Florida Does Not Suck. Please do subscribe with the notification bell on. If you liked today's guest, you can also get more information about them right here. Like magic, it will appear. Anyways, we love having you here. We love having your friends here. Shout it out from the rooftops. Like us on Facebook. Share it with your friends. We'll see you soon here in beautiful, sunny South Florida.